Round 1. The fabric of space around you begins to twist and tear as a colossal, swirling black hole looms nearby, dragging you into its inescapable void. Pyra's flames flicker wildly before snuffing out, unable to battle the dark pull. Thoradin's sturdy frame starts to lift off the ground, his grip on his axe tightening with futile desperation. Wisp's quick reflexes are meaningless in the face of this monstrous force, his tiny form stretching as he's drawn in, while Seraph's calm demeanor dissolves into stoic acceptance, whispering quiet prayers to Kelemvor. The air thins and bends, leaving only silence as your surroundings plunge into the obsidian abyss. The sensation is disorienting, as every part of your being is stretched and compressed, darkness all around.
The black hole's gravitational pull threatens to tear us apart, and the vacuum renders my flames useless. I summon all my magical energy into a desperate gambit, casting a powerful barrier of shimmering magical energy around us, attempting to create a temporary shield against the intense force. I won't let it take us.
I dig my axe into the ground as deep as I can and anchor myself, shouting, "Hold on to me, lads and lass! We ain't gonna be consumed this day!"
I quickly pull out my trusty grappling hook, aiming to latch onto Thoradin's axe and secure myself to his anchored position. Never thought I'd be grateful for dwarven stubbornness.
I raise my holy symbol of Kelemvor and beseech him for aid, casting control gravity to lessen the pull of the black hole around us, and murmur with an eerie calm, "Even in the embrace of the void, we are but fleeting shadows."
The black hole's pull begins to lessen slightly as Seraph's divine magic shifts the gravitational forces, yet the power surrounding you is still overwhelming. Pyra's barrier flares and crackles, holding off the abyssal energy with shimmering determination, although small cracks begin to form in the magical shield. Thoradin's axe remains steadfastly embedded in the ground, his muscles straining under the immense pressure but unwavering. Wisp's grappling hook securely latches onto Thoradin's axe, ensuring a tenuous lifeline among the chaos. His face is a mask of resolve hiding a flicker of fear. The very fabric of reality warps around you, every second feeling like an eternity as the abyss claws and gnashes for its prize.
I channel my remaining energy into strengthening the barrier, but I also conjure a powerful burst of concentrated fire to propel us away as a last-ditch effort, hoping the force will counteract the black hole's pull. Brace yourselves, this is going to be intense.
I grunt and heave against the weight that tries to lift me off. I plant my feet firmly, feeling the ground beneath me with all my might. I shout against the deafening void. Let's show this bloody void what dwarven tenacity is made of. I then slam my shoulder against Seraph to give him some extra support, hoping to reinforce his control of gravity further.
I scan the area desperately, looking for anything we can use. Spotting a sturdy-looking piece of debris lodged nearby, I grab a length of rope from my pack, aiming to create a secondary anchor by tying it around the debris and attaching the other end to Thoradin's secure axe. Hang tight, everyone. Let's make this anchor rock solid.
The void's pull beyond the barrier gnaws at our souls, but I must remain resolute. I weave the essence of our mortality to form a sanctuary, I declare, casting ward against gravity to further stabilize our footing and protect us from the black hole's relentless hunger.
The combined efforts shine brilliantly amidst the consuming darkness. Pyra's barrier holds firm, bathed in searing flames that emit a radiant glow against the void. Thoradin's powerful stance and dwarf-forged anchorage remain a bulwark against the abyss, his determination like a mountain's resolve. Wisp's makeshift secondary anchor tightens, creating a more stable foothold amid the swirling chaos, though the rope frays ominously under the strain. Seraph's holy incantations weave a protective sphere, the divine influence combating the black hole's might. However, the void's ravenous pull still claws desperately for its prize, the ground beneath you beginning to fracture and crumble.
I channel my magic to conjure a colossal fire vortex, spinning it counter to the black hole's rotation in an attempt to destabilize and reduce its pull on us. Let's see if we can turn the tide.
I dig my heels into the ground, despite it crumbling beneath me, and I take a deep breath. With a thunderous voice, I bellow, "By Moradin's beard! We won't be taking any bloody shortcuts to the afterlife today. Hold fast and push with all you've got. I then pivot my weight, using my broad shoulders and formidable strength to forcibly drive my axe deeper into the ground, hoping to create a more secure anchor point.
I notice the rope around the debris fraying and quickly grab a length of my silk rope, tying it securely to our makeshift anchor to reinforce it. Can't have our last hope snapping on us. Hold on tight.
I plant my staff into the ground, channeling divine energy to create a shimmering glyph that strengthens the earth beneath us, casting earthbind to solidify our footing against the void's relentless hunger. We are but whispers in the wind of eternity. Let us etch our mark firmly before we fade.
As Pyra's colossal fire vortex spins mightily against the black hole's rotation, the abyssal force begins to waver, its grasp slightly loosening. Thoradin's axe strikes deep into the fractured ground once more, creating a steadfast anchor amid the chaos. Wisp's reinforced anchor holds, the silk rope shimmering like a beacon of hope. Suddenly, Seraph's glyph flares with divine radiance, and the ground beneath you solidifies, a bastion of stability. The black hole claws with diminishing strength, its once inescapable void now a mere whisper of doom. The unyielding force is not fully vanquished, but your combined efforts have given you a true fighting chance to escape its grim clutches.
I draw upon the lingering flames of our struggle, condensing the fire vortex into a scorching blaze that I hurl directly at the heart of the black hole, aiming to collapse its core. Take that, you abyssal fiend.
I draw upon every ounce of my mountain-bred strength, and with a guttural roar, I push up from the ground, intending to lift my axe and use it to cleave a path through the chaos ahead of us. All right, lads and lass, follow me! Let's carve our way out of this void!
I leap from one secure foothold to another, using my agility to avoid the crumbling ground. With a swift motion, I retrieve a vial of alchemist's fire from my pouch and hurl it towards the weak point in the black hole, hoping to amplify Pyra's fiery assault. Time for a little explosive enhancement, Civ.
I draw upon the divine essence of Kelemvor, feeling the chilling embrace of death itself as I invoke Circle of Mortality. The black hole will know fear as shadows entwine and constrict it. Death itself tightens its grip, even in the void. Feel the embrace of the inevitable.
The concentrated blaze from Pyra collides with the heart of the black hole, sending ripples through the dark matter as Wisp's alchemist's fire ignites, magnifying the effect into a brilliant explosion. Thoradin's mighty swing cleaves through the collapsing void, parting the churning darkness and forging a path of salvation. Seraph's circle of mortality traps the residual energy, smothering its remnants with the spectral chill of death. The massive energy release propels all of you through the ruptured fabric of reality, and you find yourselves gasping on solid ground, surrounded by a tranquil forest, the oppressive pull of the black hole now a distant memory.
I rise to my feet, feeling the solid ground beneath me and the refreshing air of the tranquil forest around us. With a triumphant smile, I ignite a small flame in my hand for reassurance before turning to the group. Well, I did say it was going to be intense, didn't I?
I let out a deep, relieved grunt, slumping against my axe for a moment. Aye, that was a close one, I mutter, scanning the forest for any signs of immediate danger. Then I straighten up, looking at each member of our group. Everyone all right? Time to get moving before anything else decides to try and swallow us whole.
I spryly hop up from the ground, dust myself off, and give a cheeky grin. Intense is just another word for fun, right? Now let's see what kind of mischief I can find in this forest.
I slowly rise to my feet, the whisper of the void still lingering in my ears. I take a moment to recenter myself, then extend a hand to trace a protective sigil in the air around us, casting prayer of healing. We may have escaped the abyss, but the shadows still linger. Let this ward us against the unseen perils ahead.
The serene tranquility of the forest is momentarily shattered as the ground beneath you trembles. Emerging from the dense foliage, a towering figure covered in thick, mossy vines and bark steps into view. It is a forest guardian, a protector of ancient secrets long forgotten. Its eyes glow an ominous green as it surveys each of you with a calculating gaze. The very air around you hums with the primordial energy of nature, as the guardian raises an arm, vines whipping and coiling ominously, ready to enforce its will.
I step forward confidently, channeling my fire magic to create a ring of harmless flames around us as a deterrent, while using my charisma to address the forest guardian in a calm yet assertive voice. We mean no harm, Ancient One. We seek only to pass through your domain in peace.
I step up beside Pyra, slamming my axe into the ground with a thunderous thud. You heard her! Giant tree! We're not here to trample your leaves or steal your secrets. Now back off, or I'll turn you into kindling!
I duck behind Pyra and Thoradin, subtly slipping a small pouch of gold dust from my pack. I scatter the dust in a precise pattern on the ground, enchanting it to create an illusionary barrier of thorny vines around us, making us appear as part of the forest to avoid confrontation. Let's blend in with the foliage and make our visit seem more natural, shall we?
I step forward, the cold aura of Kelemvor's presence palpable around me, and raise my holy symbol high. We do not wish to disturb the sanctity of your domain, mighty guardian, but should your wrath fall upon us, know that the cycle of life and death shall continue. I cast calm emotions to soothe the forest guardian's ire, hoping to broker a peaceful passage.
The forest guardian's glow dims slightly, its massive form shifting with the breath of the forest as Seraph's magic soothes its ancient rage. Pyra's flames dance harmlessly around you, the illusionary barrier of thorns adding a layer of protection that melds seamlessly with the surroundings. The guardian's gaze softens, vines retracting as it senses no immediate threat from your group. With a rumbling, echoing voice that reverberates through the trees, it finally speaks, "Pass only if you swear to uphold the sanctity of this land. Harm not the flora nor the fauna, and you may journey through unscathed."
I keep my flames harmlessly crackling as a symbol of respect and take a solemn step forward, placing my hand over my heart. We swear by our honor and the sacred flame, we will honor your domain and leave it as untouched as we found it.
I nod firmly, meeting the guardian's gaze with steely determination. By Moradin's forge, we'll respect your land as if it were our own cavern halls. Harm will not come from us. I then pull my axe from the ground, ready to continue our journey but cautious of any further movements.
I step forward, giving the forest guardian a respectful bow with a playful flourish, my voice sincere despite my usual mischievous tone. On my honor as a rogue, no tricks, no harm. We merely tread your sacred grounds with the utmost respect. I then expertly tuck my dagger back into its sheath, showing I mean no harm.
I nod slowly, taking a step forward with the grace of one who knows the weight of every moment. By Kelemvor's will, we vow to honor life and death in every step we take through your sacred land. I cast bless upon our group to further this solemn promise, ensuring our resolve as we journey on.
The forest guardian nods solemnly, its glowing eyes fading to a softer hue as it steps aside, allowing you to pass. The vines and foliage it commands part gracefully, creating a clear path through the dense forest. Sunlight filters through the canopy, illuminating the way ahead with a soft, golden light, creating an enchanting tunnel of greenery. As you proceed, the serene sounds of the forest envelop you, a stark contrast to the chaos of the black hole. Your steps lighter with the weight of the guardian's blessing upon your journey.
I lead the way down the newly opened path, my heart pulsing with the thrill of the adventure ahead, flames sparking playfully around my fingertips, as if excited for the journey as well. Come on, everyone, let's see what wonders, and maybe a few surprises, await us in this ancient forest.
I grip my axe tightly, eyes scanning the path ahead for any signs of danger or hidden traps. I grunt and say, "Aye, let's move quick but careful. You never know what might be lurking in ancient woods like these." Then I take my place at the front alongside Pyra, ready to protect the group as we venture deeper into the forest.
As we walk through the forest, I stay slightly ahead of the group, using my keen senses to scout for any hidden dangers or interesting routes. Spotting a curious glimmer hidden in the underbrush, I quickly but carefully move closer to investigate, making sure to stay within the safety of the group's signal range. Just a moment, folks. I think I see something shiny that might be worth a look.
I walk beside Wisp, my staff tapping softly against the forest floor, ready to intervene if needed. The allure of the unknown is both a curse and a blessing. Tread carefully, for even the smallest glimmer may hide a shadow.